From New Hanover County Schools Television, powered by students, this is your school news.
Welcome to Your School News. I'm Maggie Caudle.
And I'm Jennifer Lee. Topping our newscast, Board of Education holds their last meeting for 2017. Libraries and school system joined forces for a class act. And Winter Park Elementary teacher named New Hanover County's 2017 Exceptional Children's Teacher of Excellence.
Our top story this week, the New Hanover County Board of Education held their last regular monthly meeting for 2017. The meeting was held on December the 5th in the Board of Education Center. With the Board of Education notes is Vanessa Berkman.
This month's Board of Education meeting was filled with good cheer, heavy on reports, and light on new business. Let's get to our review. Under Recognitions of Achievement, a community partnership presentation was given by Nourish NC, and Sheriff Ed McMahon announced an upcoming donation of $133,000 to the school system collected through Drug Bust. Board member Bruce Shell presented the Head Start Liaison Report, the Monthly Expenditure Report, and the Non-Federal Share In-Kind Report. The board heard 3 reports this month under Information. The first was the 2016-2017 School Accountability Ready Report, followed by the Comprehensive Annual Financial Report, and finally the Class Size Compliance Committee's final report. Under New Business, the following policies for second reading were approved. Policy 7030, School Year School Calendar. Policy 7060, Summer School Programs. Policy 7112, Curriculum Guides and Course Outlines. Policy 7150, Programs for Disadvantaged Students. Policy 7178, Teaching About Religion. Policy 7230, Testing and Accountability. Policy 7400, Academic Achievement. Policy 7413, Report Cards. Policy 7420, Homework. And Policy 7440, Student Promotion and Accountability. Also approved under New Business were the 2017-2018 Low Performing School Plans, the Southeast Area Technical High School Revised Calendar, and the 2018-2019 Curriculum Course Guide. The next regular Board of Education meeting will be Tuesday, January 9th, 2018 at 5:30 p.m. at the Board of Education Center, 1805 South 13th Street. As always, if you cannot attend the meeting in person, you can watch the rebroadcast here on this channel. That's your board notes for December.
New Hanover County Schools is participating in the National Speak Up Survey this year. This survey polls K-12 students, parents, and educators about the role of technology for learning in and out of school. Speak Up has 3 primary objectives: to provide a means for local schools and districts to easily and effectively listen to and act upon the ideas of their stakeholders, to provide a conduit for the voices of education stakeholders, most notably students, to inform national and/or state provincial policies and programs, and to stimulate new local discussions about the use of technology within education. Our goal is to get as many students, teachers, and parents to participate in the survey as possible. Once the survey closes, I will send you the data for your school. You can access the survey by using the link on the screen. The deadline for completing the survey is January 19th. The Speak Up project for digital learning is facilitated by the Project Tomorrow. Speak Up is both a national research project and a free service to all schools and districts. Participating schools and districts can access their local data online free of charge in February 2018.
Recently, the New Hanover County Libraries formed a new partnership with New Hanover County Schools, which will boost student, faculty, and staff resources. It's called the Class Project, and it is up and running and ready to work for everyone's benefit. With all the details is YSN reporter Johan Yellow.
Did you know that children who are proficient readers by the end of 3rd grade are more likely to be successful in high school? Or that reading 2 different library books every week is free, but buying them would cost over $1,000 each year? Well, thanks to the Class Project, students in New Hanover County Schools now have the opportunity to access valuable library resources with ease and for free. The Class Project, which stands for Connecting Libraries and Schools for Success, provides online books, homework help, and research to over 26,000 public school students in New Hanover County. Using their NHCS student ID number, students can access over 100 of the library's databases from home, at school, and at any New Hanover County Public Library branch. This new initiative is yet another way in which the county is supporting the school system.
It's something that's happening because of the need that all libraries were realizing is that schools need support. We need to be supporting our teachers and our students and the parents after school and on the weekends. And so we've had a fairly good relationship with the school system and speaking with many school librarians about what the needs are. And through that conversation and then based on the model of other locations, we decided it was time to do this here in New Hanover County.
To become proficient readers and prosperous students, young children need exposure to a variety of books. That is why the educational resources offered by the class project are so important. Through this program, students are given access to NHCPL research databases, digital materials such as e-books, e-audiobooks, and e-magazines, as well as the ability to check out 2 print books or magazines at a time. And there are no overdue fines or fees for students with class project accounts. One great program included in the class project is Tutor.com. This program offers thousands of lessons, worksheets, study guides, and videos searchable by subject and grade level. Real-time tutors are also available for students online 24/7.
What we as a school system have to do is to develop a program whereby we can help students who, for economic reasons, may not have access to computers or laptops, and make sure that somehow, some way, we make these things available to them either through the schools themselves after school time or through coordination with local churches maybe that would be able to provide students ready access to computers so they can communicate with the library.
When libraries and schools work together, everyone wins. For that reason, the class project is a piece of the puzzle that will increase literacy and educational success in our schools. Reporting for Your School News, this is Johan Yellow.
Nancy Brewer from Winter Park Elementary School has been named New Hanover County's 2017 Exceptional Children's Teacher of Excellence by the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction and was recently recognized at the Conference of Exceptional Children in Greensboro. Ms. Brewer has 36 years of experience and currently serves as the department chairperson, teaching resource students while supporting students with intensive academic and behavior needs at Winter Park. In addition, she recently earned the Dr. Lucia Carnes Scholarship to attend the International Dyslexia Association Conference in Atlanta.
This is Your School News on cable and online. Look for our blue logo for all the latest news online at www.nhcs.net.
Welcome back to Your School News. I'm Jennifer Lee. The Ashley CTE department hosted the Celebrate Freedom Foundation, an organization that connects the classroom with the real-world job and career fields. The foundation brought to the school helicopter drones and a host of other hands-on equipment with students. With the story is YSM reporter Mary Hull.
It was a rare opportunity for the students of Ashley High School to get a chance to have hands-on experience workings of a military equipment and discovering the world of drone technology. It was all thanks to the Celebrate Freedom Foundation's SOAR program. SOAR stands for Students, Opportunities, and Rewards, and is an academic outreach program that supports STEM courses in middle and high schools.
What you're seeing with this AH-1 attack Cobra helicopter behind me here is you're seeing both the mechanical and the technological side of it, and it's right here on the school campus. We bring the field trip to the school.
Utilizing subject matter experts, the program stimulates career choices by describing positions in the aviation industry. These experts emphasize the importance of learning critical skills that students will need and the importance of staying in school and graduating. Project SOAR is based at the Metropolitan Airport in Columbia, South Carolina. Using high industrial technology and U.S. military aviation and transportation resources as a platform, the program incorporates a fast-paced curriculum of hands-on activities, experiments, and simulations.
But we also have another display where we have a presentation for UAV drones. UAV drones, we hear so much about it with the military. However, on the commercial industrial side, it is one of the top growing technology industries in this country and in the world.
The presentation at Ashley was amazing. and as delivered by the SOAR staff it inspired, stimulated and literally lift off the Ashley students' attitudes and enthusiasms. The presentation also helped change their perception that the study of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics is difficult and boring, that it can involve working with things like attack helicopters, or even exploring and flying drones in a new and expanding field of technology. Reporting for Your School News, this is Mary Hall.
Hoggard IB students worked in new and innovative ways to complete their IB Creativity Active Service project this past week. Students Alex Rivenbark and Wyatt Williams worked with students at a soccer clinic that they had conducted. Alex and Wyatt asked that instead of a registration fee, participants in the clinic donated non-perishable food to a food pantry. A food pantry is a nonprofit organization that distributes food to those who are not able to purchase it. Other IB students expressed interest in the community through their Creativity Active Service project elsewhere as well. Students created a jump rope club at Holly Tree Elementary for all students from 3rd to 5th grade. The IB students quickly learned that jumping rope could be a tough skill to learn for many children. Before teaching the students how to jump with the rope, the Hoggard students began with a variety of other activities to show the Holly Tree students there are many things to do with jump ropes besides just jumping over it. Students laid their ropes in a straight line and walked on it like it was a balance beam. They then made curvy lines and walked forwards and backwards on them. Following that, everyone got into the jumping part. The Holly Tree students were quick learners, and before you knew it, the IB students were teaching the Holly Tree students a host of new single rope tricks, and everyone practiced their double Dutch skills. The jumping club lasted 9 weeks and was an exciting experience for everyone.
During Computer Science Education Week, New Hanover County Schools participated in the Hour of Code, which organizers are calling the largest learning event in history. Blair Elementary, Parsley Elementary, and Forest Hills Elementary were just a few schools from the schools that took participate in the educational movement aimed at reaching over 100 million students worldwide. We get a full report from YSM reporter Bobby Blue.
The Hour of Code is a global movement reaching tens of millions of students in 180 plus countries. In New Hanover County, dozens of schools, including Forest Hills Global Elementary, participated in this amazing event. The Hour of Code is organized by the nonprofit Code.org and over 100 others, and is designed to be a statement that today's generation of students is ready to learn critical skills for 21st century success.
Coding in particular, though, is a skill that all students are going to need in the future. It is actually the #1 job right now in the United States. It's projected to grow at twice the rate of other jobs. And if you are in computer science, you can expect to earn a great wage and have flexible work environment.
Throughout the week, students learned how to code using programs designed for teaching computer science. The students learned the basic concepts of computer science with drag and drop programming blocks, set up in a game-like atmosphere and equipped with age-appropriate, self-directed tutorials.
I learned that you have to use like many steps in coding, and it gets harder and harder every time. Fun about it was that it was my favorite movie, Moana, and Maui and Moana, they had to go around on the ocean, and they had to get past the Kakamora.
Some of the hardest things that I had to do is I had to use a lot of blocks. Like I had to use up to 20 blocks at least to get past a level, and it said I only had to use 6, but I used more than 6.
The unique hands-on experience that Hour of Code brought to the students at Forest Hills reinforced concepts and skills already taught in other subject areas by integrating national math, English language arts, and science standards.
Well, when you think about coding, you think about computer and binary programming and a lot of math, but actually the skills that our students are learning go beyond that, because as they're learning how to code, they are learning logic and problem solving. We can integrate the computer coding with other social studies, science, and other subjects in school. They're collaborating with each other. These are all skills that businesses want to see when the students come out of schools.
With technology changing every industry on the planet, computing knowledge has become part of a well-rounded skill set. The Hour of Code demystifies computer science for hundreds of students across the country and helps them to look toward the future possibilities for themselves in the design and development of new technologies. Reporting for Your School News, this is Bobby Blue.
Elizabeth McDonald, a junior at Hoggard High School, has been selected to represent North Carolina at the YMCA's 2018 Youth Advocate Program. Only 40 students from across the country are selected to participate in the national conference, which is held in Washington, D.C. on March 5th through 8th.
I go to Washington, D.C. for the 4-day program, and I go through advocacy and diversity training to build up my leadership skills, and I also get to meet with YMCA executives, members of Congress and their staff, and other government officials, and I get to the YMCA's policy agenda to members of Congress and other government officials.
Nominees were selected based on motivation and maturity as highly engaged students representing diverse backgrounds and an interest in youth development. At the National Advocacy Days conference, students will participate in activities facilitated by youth and government staff to help connect the youth advocates to the YMCA organization and learn more about public policy. You can see a full interview with Elizabeth on our monthly talk show, The Forum, over the holiday break, only on this channel.
Finally, Nancy Blayton from Wilmington Elks Lodge stopped by DC Virgo and donated school supplies and uniform shirts to our students. While Virgo will transition to a UNCW lab school, they are still operating as an NHS school, and uniforms are required, so the donation was a big help. Wilmington Elks is a charitable organization who strives to make our community a better place to live. Wilmington Elk Lodges are places where neighbors come together, families share meals, and children grow up. Elks invest in their communities through programs that help children grow up healthy and drug-free by undertaking projects that address unmet needs.
Check out these trending stories on the school system's website. Hoggard opened the season with their first game in the new Sheila E. Bowles Gymnasium with a win against Jacksonville. Students at Lake Forest Academy were given the opportunity to watch the movie Wonder at the Point at Barkley. Nearly 100 students participated in the All-County 6th grade orchestra at Roland Grice Auditorium.
And always trending is Your School News on Facebook and Twitter.